Good evening, guys. It's your boy Vexed here, and we're back for round 6 of the Ultimate Racing League Super Formula Series. This has been running on a Friday night. It's been a little love child of my own. This week we're bringing you the sprint race, as we've introduced a sprint race at Watkins Glen. There's going to be 3 sprint races that will set the order of the grid for the main race. Obviously started at Watkins. We are now here at Nurburgring GP. So before we go into the sprint race that will be basically qualifying for the main race, we've got Toten on pole, Wayne G is second place, Lasco is in third place, Petrol Junkies in fourth, Brian Moncani is in fifth, Vexed is in 6th, Pickles is 7th, Dan Bailey is in 8th, Moulson is 9th, Palmer is 10th, Smurf is 11th, Asbo is 12th, and Graham is bringing up their own 13th. And I believe that this, how it stands at the moment, this grid is probably set by driver rating. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into this sprint race and have a look at some of the shenanigans. Should we go on board with someone else for a change? Where is Brian? Brian's there. Oh, let's go with Petrol Junkie. Lights are out, they are off. Look like Toten getting quite a good start there. Well, look like Vexed having he was a bit out of shape in the background there, wasn't he? So Petrol Junkies now dropped down to 5th place. Brian Moncani's managed to move through to 4th, or was he in 4th already? I think he was. I think Petrol was sat in 5th. He's managed to make a move on Toten though. He's moving up through the inside. Toten's going to be on the outside there. He's trying to chase down Lasco as well, Brian Moncani. We're going to have a look through the field as well and see what other moves are being made. Looks like Dan Bailey going for a move on Toten as well. Brian Moncani's trying to set that move up still on Lasco. I think he's going to get it done soon. Oh, Toten looking like he's coming back as well. He's looking for a way around Brian Moncani. He's almost 3 wide coming into turn, I think it's 4. On approach to turn 5. So Lasco, Brian Moncani actually managing to get through to 2nd place. Wayne G, he's managing to run away at the moment in 1st place. So we've got Wayne G, Brian Moncani, Lasco in 3rd currently, being chased down by Toten in 4th place. But Toten, great move there by Toten. Now I'm glad we managed to get that one. He just managed to slip it up the inside there. No contact. There was no love lost there. Great move. Lasco down to 4th. Danny Bailey, he's up to 5th place. Pickle not far behind him in 6th. Petrol Junkie and Vexed having a bit of a battle here at the moment. Vexed going to try and go around the outside. He's trying it. No, I think he's run deep. I think that's let Palmer through as well. So Petrol holding on to 7th place currently. Oh, it looks like he's moved up to 6th place. I think Pickle having a moment. Vexed has got through as well. Vexed is there. He's got Palmer on his outside. Looked like there might have been a little bit of contact there, but it was all good. There was millimetres of margin. Moulson trying to come through as well. So, and Petrol's had a moment. So Lasco, Dan Bailey, Vexed in 6th currently. Palmer and Moulson having a bit of a battle now. Moulson almost running into the back of Palmer there as he come through the final turn. Coming down the start finish straight for the 2nd time. Moulson pulls out to the inside. He's going for that move. He's going up the inside. I think Petrol's going to try and follow him as well. Actually, Petrol going for the move. He's managed to get through on both of them. But Palmer went into the back of him. Kind of pushed him off a little bit. That was a bit... say it was a racing incident because I think Petrol was a little bit out of shape. He sort of outbroke himself a bit into turn 1, but... Anyway, Palmer now trying to chase down Vexed. We've got Petrol Junkie behind him. He's picked up a 0.5 second penalty. That will probably be for track limits on turn 1. Asbo's up to 9th, so he's managed to get past Moulson. Moulson's dropped down to 10th place. Looks like a battle's formed between Palmer and Vexed up ahead as well. Yeah, Palmer looking for that move on Vexed now. He's looking quite strong as Palmer. He's going to get it done here. Don't think he's quite close enough. Closing right up onto the back of Vexed though. So yeah, great battles forming all over the track at the moment. Oh, Brian Moncani's managed to take up the race lead. Wayne G getting back past though. He's managed to retake it. I don't know if maybe there was a tiny bit of contact between them two guys. Maybe a little bit of an incident. Brian backed off to let Wayne G back through, but Wayne G, he's managed to take up that 1st place again. Brian in 2nd, Toten still 3rd, Lasco still 4th, Danny Bailey in 5th. Palmer, he's managed to get past Vex now. Vex dropping down the order as well. Not sure what happened. He must have had a moment. So Palmer, Asbo 7th, Moulson still behind him in 8th. Mawson looking like he was on a bit of a charge. He keeps getting caught out by Petrol Junkie. Petrol Junkie keeps slinging it up the inside there. Mawson, he's actually got a better run out though, hasn't he? He managed to get that switch back quite easily. Petrol just having to sit behind him for the meantime. What tyres are Mawson on? Mawson's on softs. Petrol's on softs. Graham not too but far behind. Petrol in 10th place. Pickle, he's dropped all the way down to 11th, and Vexed, he's dropped all the way down to 12th place. So definitely must have been a massive moment there for Vexed. Not sure if there was any contact, maybe slow racing incident, but we missed it. But he's been off the track, hasn't he? That's the only way he can be this far down, unless he's having mechanical issues with that car. Smurf, not far behind him in 13th. Trying to get onto the back of him now though, isn't he? He's not too far behind as well. He can sniff the burnt fumes coming off of Vex's car. Wayne G. It's Wayne G still currently in first place. He's managed to pull a bit of a gap now on Brian. Brian managed to get past momentarily, didn't he? Oh, Brian actually with a penalty there in the background. Is that going to let Toten through? So yeah, Wayne G is quite ahead of Brian McCartney as they come through turn 1 into turn 2. I think that was turn 3, turn 4 here. Bit of a run up to turn 5. Brian, he's actually managed to close that gap somewhat. He has got that 0.5 second penalty though, and Toten isn't far behind him. He's waiting in the wings there, so when Brian serves that, if Toten has got if Gabor's got the momentum, he should slide past quite easily. Wayne G with the current fastest lap of 1:36.9. I just want to stay on board with these two for a minute just to see. Oh, Brian actually trying to go for a move around the outside there. Oh no, he's actually got the inside for this turn. Oh, it's Wayne G managed to get the switch turn again. Great racing by these guys. Nobody wanted to give up that first position. I think they're going to be squabbling from start to finish. Makes for great racing though, and as you can see there, as Brian has served that penalty, Toten's managed to close right up onto the back of him. You can smell blood now, can Toten. He's homing in on him. But it does look like Brian has had better momentum out of that last turn. In fact, I think, yeah, so Wayne G and Brian actually on the softer compound. Toten opting for medium, so he's going to be looking to overcut both Wayne G and Brian. Danny Bailey's managed to make it up to 4th place. Great race so far from Danny Bailey. We didn't see a lot of Danny Bailey in the last race, did we? So we'll stay on board with him for a minute. It looks like he's on a bit of a charge at the moment. He's quite strong around there, isn't he, at Nurburgring? He must have got the pass done on Lasco. Not sure if Lasco having a bit of a moment or just a great move there from Danny Bailey. He's currently up into the top 5, so that'll be some nice points for him if he manages to pull his strategies off well. Or strategy off well. So we've got Wayne G followed by Brian Moncani. We've got Toten in 3rd place. And then we've got Danny Bailey in 4th, being chased down by Lasco. HRT Lasco there in 5th place. Actually putting in a purple sector there. He's 0.5 up on his previous time, or 0.5 faster than anyone on track at the moment. Which actually runs into the back of Danny there. I think Dan having a bit of a moment. He's actually let Lasco through. I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like Dan actually stopped, pulled over to the side, and he's let Lasco through, so I'm not entirely sure. Maybe Dan thought he was at fault for Lasco running into the back of him. I'm not too sure. So Lasco, he's moved up to 4th place again. Dan Bailey, he's dropped to 5th. We kind of gave that position up, didn't he? I'm not sure what occurred there, to be honest, but I'm sure we'll be able to find out. Palmer, he's up to 6th. He's looking really strong tonight, isn't he, as Palmer? Molson actually managing to find his way past Asbo now as well, so he's moved up to 7th place. Gonna try and find where the action's happening. Asbo's currently in 8th place. He's not really under any pressure at the moment though from Petrol Junkie. Petrol Junkie's dropped to 9th. He's a little way off the back of Asbo now as well. He was up there as well, wasn't he? I think starting in 4th place. So he must have had a moment somewhere as well. He's actually used quite a bit of his overtake as well, hasn't he? I thought he'd used it all as the light was red. Above the intake. Graham up to 10th. Looking fairly comfortable at the moment as well as Graham. He's managing to stay ahead of Pickle. He's kept that gap, so this is going to be the final lap. So we've got Asbo finishing in 8th, Petrol in 9th. Graham's going to finish 10th, Vexed, Pickle 11th, Vexed is going to finish 12th, Smurf 13th. Brian Moncani's managed to take the lead at this sprint race. Then these three, the top 3 are very close to each other. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the order change again. We'll stay on board with these top guys. As we look back, we can see Toten, he's trying to get a move done on Wayne G. Wayne G trying to stay with Brian. Brian trying to pull away from both of them. I think he may have done just enough. I think this final chicane going to be the last opportunity for an overtake. And he's done it, hasn't he? So he's going to be on pole for the main event. Brian Moncani bring that home in 1st place in the sprint. We've got Wayne G. He's going to bring it home in 2nd place. He'll be in 2nd for the main event. Toten 3rd. Danny Bailey. He's going to be 4th place for the main event. Palmer 5th. Moulton 6th. Lasco 7th. Asbo 8th. Petrol 9th. Graham 10th. Pickles 11th. Vex 12th. And Smurf in 13th. Well, that was the sprint race, guys, and I will see you for the main event. I hope you enjoyed that one. I've been your boy Vex. Good night.